Alright, so in this reaction, we got something that's a little bit different. This time, it's a female rapper that gets killed 2 weeks after making a diss track. So pretty much, the reason I'm saying it's different is because it's a female instead of a male this time. So if you really want to get technical, same bullshit, different gender. Alright, so I ain't finna waste no time. We finna get into this right away. I want y'all to like, comment, subscribe, check out my other channel and my Instagram. Other than that, let's see what we got going on with this female Chicago rapper. Oh my, of course it's Chicago, bro. Come on, let's see what's going on.
Nobody wins when the family feels.
We chasing y'all.
Bro, I seen this video on Instagram. That's the one where they chase the damn police.
Get on the saddle.
He always wanted this, took his gun and got a switch, fully draped this bitch bit, came around flexing, so you know look so took his
relationship with Lil 50 and all that, and for a while people thought he was from this hood originally, like. For a while people even thought like he was from this hood, and then they like seen y'all wasn't messing with each other no more, I guess.
Cause my little homie Queso, so he had brought them around, I was just bringing them over here. And then I got booked, kicking it with them and sliding off. I got booked. I don't like that. They really wasn't my homies. I was in jail. When photo came around, he took their ass because they stole my hoodie. I ain't want to give it back. And I still on y'all there for my.
Wait, stop. You're not gonna accept that ridiculous offer for your car accident, are you? What do you mean? Then
they said.
We gonna skip this.
Y'all see his head. Y'all see his ass.
It's crazy because in these stories they getting younger and younger, and they not just
and
boys,
it's all
they
Chicago
also girls. They not just men, they also women. And today we might be talking about the first female rapper that we discussed on this platform that lost her life due to the drill culture.
Like I said, same bullshit.
And you know how Chicago
different gender.
Fam. The moment somebody lost their life, a fake page will be discussing more details to present to the public that that side is allegedly responsible. If only these youngins knew, man, it really take money to go to war. And the antics y'all doing to still be moving in a 2-mile radius from your opposition, it's almost like you racing to your demise. Now, reality is this. Today we talk about a young girl who was gunned down less than 2 weeks after making a diss song. She was living that life according to her antics in her music videos. So you gotta accept what come with that. Now on top of this,
she's
the
a
young man
stud then,
this was a 15-year-old rapper from Chicago. He lost his life, who we covered a couple of months ago. I'll leave the link in the bio. But I guess he didn't learn because his alleged killer was gunned down less than 24 hours after he lost his life. And
damn!
We don't truly know why she...
Bro, they believe in instant get back, bro, because if that's all happening, best believe it is all correlated events. It is not isolated events. It's a chain reaction. They got killed because she got killed, and he, like, because of him. You know what I mean. It's like a whole little spider web. That's why I don't want to deal with somewhere like Chicago. It is instant get back. You get an argument at a bar or something, even if it's not street related, and you punch somebody in the face, they gonna come back with 50 Dracos, 2 FNs, and 5 YNs and shoot your ass point blank, period. I can't stand the idea of Chicago, bro. I don't.
She lost her life, but making a diss song and posting it to social media just 2 weeks prior gives us a pretty good idea. So before we go over this story, talk about the details at hand, who this young woman is, pay our respects, I want you guys to remember, I don't give you no ain't, I just give you the story. So with that being said, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. We're gonna jump right to it. Find me Anthony Smith, 15 years old. He also went by the rap stage name Q50 with the Lil 50. At an early age, he gained millions of views with his best friend identified as Fully Chopped.
Fully Chopped 2 times on the couch TV.
It's Q50 with a 50 on the couch TV. You know that.
Go watch the.
You know, I fuck all the awesome.
Man, y'all young as hell, and according
I didn't seen these little boys before. All right, I know who these two are. I didn't know he died though. That is crazy. Hey, the way he be talking though, I'm not surprised. Every video you ever seen of him is this little kid with a squeaky voice dissing everybody in Chicago. That's what it is, bro. You get like 9-year-olds, and before they know their ABCs, they know how to fucking load up a Draco. Yeah, see, all right, I know. I didn't know he died though. Wow, that's crazy.
What I see online, y'all living the street life, okay? I'm sure y'all know by now. Two things that come with the street life, right? So with me being 33, I'm down there old enough to be y'all pops. So it's like I can't even not give y'all the speech while y'all here, you know? We interview a lot of young guys. We've had several guys that, you know, left us this year. You feel me? This was a rough year for us, you know? So I ain't nobody daddy, but my thing is, you know, y'all young, y'all talented. You feel me? Y'all really got the potential to do whatever y'all want to do. You can use the bull to draw them in, you know what I'm saying? But once you lock them in, you know you want to keep them there. You see what I'm saying? So that's it. You know, I don't want to, you know, overdo it, but I just want y'all to be safe.
Now they rep PGF, but a day after that interview, Q50 with the Lil 50 had lost his life.
The day after is crazy. Bro, that is crazy. You just got some real deal advice from somebody 2 times your age, and then the day after you get smoked. Damn, I know the interviewer was like, what the fuck? Because he probably heard about that right after. He's like, what the fuck did I just... Bro, what a brain spinner.
The South Chaplin Avenue. May he rest in peace. But a year prior, Q50 with the Lil 50 helped save his older brother's life by stopping him from bleeding out in a South Shore shooting, giving him time to get to the hospital. Apparently, his older brother was shot to the neck. He was 17 years old, identified as Antonio. Q50 with the Lil 50 would press his hands on his neck as he flagged down a motorist to help get him to the hospital. His brother Antonio was at the hospital for 3 weeks, but thank God he survived. Here's a picture of the 2 brothers alongside their sister in the middle, who's identified as Jada, who's now a rapper.
Niggas getting in with me, riding with fully here, bounce out and give you that fully if you mentioning 50. I'm not gonna back like I'm telling them blickies, one call.
Now a little over a year after Antonio was shot
I don't like
on
when
Tuesday
they...
night in October in
Never mind.
2024 in the Woodlawn area, Q50 with the Lil 50 found himself on the other end. It was him who was laying on the ground with a gunshot wound as time slipped away.
Wednesday morning, a teenage boy was shot and killed on the South Side Street last night.
WGN's Courtney Spinelli joins us
And,
live.
and this is only the build up
with
to the
details.
female
Courtney.
rapper, I think.
Yeah, good morning to you both. A 15-year-old boy whose identity has still not been released as of this morning was gunned down in the city's Woodlawn neighborhood last night. It's the latest crime in this area that has residents feeling on edge and saddened by another loss of life.
Yes, there was a lot of shots. It was so scary because it was so close.
The sounds of gunfire piercing through this neighborhood around 8:30 Tuesday night. Chicago police responding to the 6600 block of South Champlain where they found the victim.
It's sad. It's so sad because he was so young. You know,
Bro,
it's
but
like
they're
this
all
generation's
young
not able to
nowadays.
live because like they getting taken so fast.
We should never get used to it. Life is special.
Man, I think if you live in Chicago, you've been used to it. Bro, like, how do you not get used to it at this point? If you go to Chicago, not even go. If you just look at the news on Chicago, every single day is a different shooting. Every single day is a different killing. That means they are just ringing up the gunshots all throughout the night. I think if I live in Chicago, I'm just going to sleep through it. I ain't going to lie. Look, I done live somewhere not as bad as Chicago, but Chicago-like. I lived in Stockton, California, right, for a long time. And if you know about Stockton, it is the grimiest, dirtiest, worst place in the world, bro. It is up there with Chicago and Oakland and all that every single year on the most dangerous cities in America list. And I'm telling y'all, after a while of living there, I lived in one of the worst parts too. You just start getting used to it, bro. Like, I hear gunshots, bro, and they might wake you up, and you just go right back to sleep, and you're just like, all right, bro. Like, I know what they mean, but you get used to it. It's just average at that point. Like, people in Chicago, to us, we're like, what the fuck is wrong with this place? But to them, bro, they're just like, what? So? Your city is like, what? Your city's not like this? Like, to them, it's normal. This is what they know.
Expectancy and teens doesn't go well in the same sentence.
Co-producer is going to give you unique sounds that actually fits your track in seconds. Let me show you.
According to CPD, the boy was standing in an alleyway when he was shot multiple times in the abdomen and legs. He was rushed to Comer Children's, but did not survive. Pastor Donovan Price responded to the scene to offer help.
Seems to be an aspiring rapper. Another young person killed.
Investigators could be seen laying evidence markers near spent shell casings and personal belongings left behind. Price says the scene was emotional and paints a picture of the trauma that will face not only his family, but the greater community.
Well, we have to speak life into our young people and hope And the people who do things like this, they need to know that there's another way.
Resident Caroline Bridges says it's been more frequent where the neighborhood is being plagued by gunfire. As a parent with several young children, she says she fears not only for those involved, but potential innocent victims caught in the crossfires.
I know, that is a valid
around
fear
2 o'clock,
too.
It'd be real late at night, and it just be so many shots. Like, you don't know where they're coming from. It's just so many, and you just, wondering if everybody outside is okay.
Just last month, a 56-year-old man was inside his home in the 6600 block of South St. Lawrence when someone fired shots from the sidewalk. He was with his family, including grandchildren, when his life was brutally taken.
It's very scary.
Price says in either crime, it's important to speak up if you know anything.
If you know something, say something.
Not gonna happen, buddy. They're not doing that. All right, no. Why would anybody who knows anything speak up? Anybody who knows anything is in the streets in this scenario, and you know how that goes. They're not going to do it. All right, just give up. Even requesting them to do that, it's just not going to happen. Although I do feel like sometimes these YNs be like, hey, calling the police, making like a little anonymous tip. I feel like sometimes that does happen, but other than that, I don't think most more than likely they're not going to say anything.
If you can help, and if you're one of the perpetrators of this and you need someone to hold your hand and walk with you, then I'm willing to.
Dude, seriously? Yeah, that's gonna happen.
Now,
They're gonna
the
turn
motive for
themselves
this
in.
shooting has not yet been
Good
released
job.
as of this morning, and investigators are still looking for the person or persons responsible. As Area 1 detectives are investigating, they ask anybody with information to give them a call or submit a tip online.
Now, 7 months later, a young girl named Akeisha, who went by the
All
rap
right.
stage name AK the G, had dropped a diss song that
These
got
names are
15,000
horrible.
views in 2 weeks. It was titled Long Live the Tweaker, alongside OT and Baby Drake. It seemed they had Q50 with the Lil 50 all in the music video, next to Pax of Murray Jane, saying he's Pac. They also mentioned his name in the song, saying how they spanked him. Check it out.
I ain't getting no pass. How the fuck PGF this like 50 and get left? That boy got left on his ass. High speed with the Jakes, you know they ain't catching his jack.
Just 2 weeks later, May 15th, 2025, Chicago Police Department said a woman was shot and killed in a car.
That song, I hope y'all know, was just like every other song I've heard in my entire life. It was very, very basic. I don't like when y'all make a diss and it's not creative. I just wanted to say that. A diss is not an excuse to not be creative, bro. You still gotta drop bars and you still gotta actually put some energy into the song. Am I the only one who feels like this? I don't know. I hate when they do that though. If you gonna make a diss, you gotta get their ass, bro. You gotta be lyrical. You gotta be creative. You can't just make a diss, and since it's a diss, you can be like hella, and we got that ass, like hella unenergetic, sounding like you off a perky. No. You diss they ass. That's fine. But at least come with that shit, bro. We want to hear something. We don't want to hear like the same shit I've been hearing for the last 6 years.
In Chicago's Northside Lawndale neighborhood Thursday afternoon. It was around 2:34 p.m. The woman was sitting in the car in the 1600 block of South Ridgeway Avenue when 3 people came up. One of them took a gun out and shot the woman, according to authorities. According to CPD, the woman was shot in the head and torso and was taken to Mount Sinai Hospital, where she was pronounced deceased. That female victim was later identified as Akeisha. May she rest in peace. I love her condolences to her family. On the scene, you can see her white vehicle crash into a tree. People surrounded it, and one person took a picture and managed to leak it online.
Welcome back to CBS Skywatch. Over breaking news, reports of a shooting near an elementary school. Let's get right to Chris Habermill. Chris?
Well, good afternoon, Joe. Not a good afternoon here in North Lawndale. Detectives are on the scene combing over a vehicle that's crashed into a tree in the northeast corner of 18th and South Ridgeway Avenue.
It got shot up, then it's
east
bapped.
of the Kip Ascend Middle School here. Now, this apparently did not involve the school. Any students, we're not hearing anything like that.
So did she die
but an
from the
area is
BAP or the
cordoned off
gunshot?
The 1800 block of South Ridgeway. So we don't know if the vehicle crash occurred as a result of the shooting or something happened immediately afterward. We're still
they don't really
working to
know.
develop
All
the details on this developing story, and as soon as we get more information about if anybody was injured in this, if there is any kind of a shooter that is being sought right now, or what kind of evidence is on the scene aside from that car, we will of course endeavor to bring that right to you. Over North Lawndale, Chris Habermill, CBS News Skywatch.
Chris, thanks.
Now, Keisha's girlfriend went to Facebook the following day and said the following. Hey, booty, everybody posting you and tagging me, but it don't feel real. I miss you. My heart hurt. I'm hurting so bad. It was no me without you, bro. You just dropped me off, gave me a kiss. Baby, I can't even smile. It's tears all down my eyes. You the one who spoiled me the most. What about our crib? What about life? You did it big every time for me, baby. And I went out for you. You taught me so much, baby. You taught me there's more to life. Y'all couldn't take my baby. She was that for real. Y'all knew what the F was going on. I know you love me to death. Never played. Please stop posting my baby on Facebook. My heart is hurting. So
okay, see, like this is the type of moronic shit we're gonna talk about right here, because it makes me like people like this. I just can't stand. Look, we are all sorry you lost your person or whatever, but here's where I gotta say something, and this is what bothers me. Y'all knew. Wait, hold on. Y'all couldn't take my baby. She was that motherfucker. Like, here is where I draw the damn line with you people. When she was alive, talking about smoking people, making diss songs, carrying guns, doing everything she was doing. This right here, this one sentence probably showed your entire demeanor to what she was doing with her life. Y'all couldn't take my baby. She was that motherfucker. What do I mean when I say this? I mean that when she was alive, you weren't saying, hey, maybe you should chill on that. Maybe like it's not worth it. No, you were encouraging it. You were participating probably, and you were all for it. So with that being said, when you really understand this, and this is going to sound really, 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 really harsh, you have to live with the fact that you did not help the situation one damn bit. At all. She's not dead because of you, but you did not help at all. So like this whole paragraph is okay. It's cool. Like I understand it. But when you had to throw some shit like this in it, you just make yourself look like a moron. And I know to a small community of people, this is how they react and this is how they feel, but to the broader audience, to everybody else that's not in the streets, to everybody, when we see this sentence, you look like an idiot. Because this is the type of energy you had throughout the whole relationship. Oh, this community needs to do better, bro.
you taught me there's more to life. Y'all couldn't take my baby. She was that for real. Y'all knew what the F was going on. I know you love me to death. Never played. Please stop posting my baby on Facebook. My heart is hurting. It's an unfortunate story. Now, less than 24 hours ago, Jada posted her brother, Q50 with the little 50. It's a never-ending cycle. I'm sending 11 prayers to everyone who was affected by the story that we just talked about, and once again, rest in peace to all the victims. But there you have it, fam.
All right, that's where the video is going to be wrapped up for this one. Let me know what y'all think down below. Other than that, we going to catch y'all in the next reaction, and peace out.